Remember Ranya Rao, the actress who was caught red-handed smuggling gold, about 14 kilos of gold at the Bengaluru airport? She's behind bars right now. But the Enforcement Directorate's investigation has set the cat among the pigeons in Karnataka, and here's why. There's now a link between Ranya Rao and Karnataka Home Minister Dr. G. Parameshwara. The Enforcement Directorate, while probing the money laundering angle of this case, has found links to G. Parameshwara. How? So the EDs conducted raids at a medical college reportedly associated with the veteran Congress leader, with the minister, as part of its ongoing investigation into this high-profile smuggling case. The EDs raided a medical college. This is in Tumkuru, close to Bangalore. And Parameshwara is listed as the chairman of this medical college. This is the Sri Siddhartha Institute of Medical Sciences and Research Center. During the investigation, the Enforcement Directorate essentially found a money trail between Ranya Rao and the medical college linked to Parameshwara. The ED was last known going through the institution's financial records, and they conducted a raid this morning as well. And this has thrown up so many questions, but the biggest one, did Ranya actually enjoy some political patronage? We're not jumping to any conclusions here on India Today, but it's important to question how Ranya actually smuggled gold for months together and was never nabbed. Was she being shielded by political parties for some kickbacks from the smuggled gold? The investigation, of course, will throw up more details, but for now, here's a look at the political reactions coming in on this big development in the ED investigation of an alleged G. Parameshwara link to this entire smuggling scandal.
I'm sure that in no way my Home Minister is involved with any of such case. He's a very decent, simple man. I think he might have some of them come and meet, common man come and meet and go. I think no way Parameshwara is involved in such type of case.
Sir, the Enforcement Directorate is now carrying out raids at medical institutions connected with Home Minister Dr. G. Parameshwar. What do you make of this?
See, we all know how ED and IT function. We all know how they target anyone who is either in opposition parties, especially Congress, or any institution which is seemingly not in favor with the central government or BJP. And of course, Dr. G. Parameshwar said this is pure targeting, and how to harass Congress leaders, and how to target them and how to trouble them. This is our political agenda of the Modi government, and misuse of official machinery for their political gains. And this is anti-democratic, it's against the constitution, and it is sad that our country is being ruled by someone who thinks that nobody should even talk negatively about him or his people. They can talk anything they want. Till today, that Madhya Pradesh minister has not been forced to resign. Look at the attitude of this government. They think that they are above the law. Mr. Modi thinks he is above the law, and anyone who is against him, they should be, unjustly vilified, bullied using government machinery.
The Enforcement Directorate is investigating the Ranya gold smuggling case from the last 2-3 months. They must have found credible evidence to raid the premises of G. Parameshwar owned hospital. It's an high-profile home minister in Karnataka. Without a credible evidence, ED cannot take any action arbitrarily. I only wait for the outcome of the raid. And if there is any connection between the Ranya Rao gold smuggling case and Parameshwar, I feel he should step down as the Home Minister.
How do you see the ED raids happening against Home Minister Parameshwar's institutions?
I welcome because Ranya Rao was looted more gold. So many people in Karnataka, not only Parameshwar, many people is there. They have to give to very detail to the public of Karnataka. That's why this right, they have to give the details. Truth. I demand the truth.
And if you notice that you appraise the same issue even during the assembly session, sir, stating that there are ministers, powerful politicians behind this particular gold smuggling racket. Now, do you think that has come true?
100%, not Parameshwar. Many people is there. The ED is investigation. I welcome this. But so many crores of money from Dubai, other countries, into Bangalore. This is become the hub. When Congress come, this hub, gold smuggling become the hub. So the ED's investigation, I demand proper investigation.
Okay, let me bring in on this broadcast Munish Pandey and Sagaraj. Sagaraj is joining us live from Bengaluru. Munish Pandey tracks the agencies for us. So I'd like to begin with Munish first on the ED investigation. Munish, what led to the Enforcement Directorate raiding this particular medical college? Has there been any statement from the ED that directly links G. Parameshwara to this entire case?
Well, Akshita, this was very surprising for everyone who has covered this gold smuggling case, because so far there was connection between certain policemen and Ranya Rao. But as far as ED investigation is concerned, remember, it is a money laundering case. There was a suspicion that there might be some political links, but the way it has been uncovered by the Enforcement Directorate, I spoke to several ED officials who are part of the investigation team, and what we have been given to understand is that during the investigation, when they were going through the transaction details of Ranya Rao, they got to know that there are several transactions made from one hospital, and this hospital is connected to Home Minister G. Parameshwara. Now, as far as the investigation is concerned, not only this amount of transactions, several transactions between the hospital and Ranya Rao, which are very suspicious in nature, but also the ED claims that they have found some amount of evidence as far as a direct connection between Ranya Rao and Home Minister is concerned. And that is why we have been given to understand is that Home Minister himself is under scanner of Enforcement Directorate. There is a high possibility that in coming days he might be summoned by the Enforcement Directorate based on the evidence collected by the ED, and his questioning may take place.
That's big if that happens. We'll see if the ED issues that summon. But there is a big possibility, Munish tells us, of G. Parameshwara also being brought into the investigation fold right now. Sagai, run us through really how the Congress has reacted. You know, we've played out some of those reactions where they're all claiming political witch hunt, but pin drop silence so far from G. Parameshwara.
Absolutely, he has not given any kind of statement. He didn't even step out of his house. We were waiting outside his house for a statement, but he didn't make any kind of media statement. Definitely, it will be a setback for him, because he was one of those front runners. If at all, if there is a change of guard in the state of Karnataka, and he himself claimed that he is one of the senior Dalit leaders, and if at all the Congress is looking for a Dalit leader, if there are any changes after Siddaramaiah, definitely he was one of those persons who was one front runner for Chief Minister post along with D.K. Shivkumar. And this case, especially Enforcement Directorate case in connection with gold smuggling, if at all, if he is involved after the investigation or after the search operation, if the Enforcement Directorate gives any kind of statement, definitely it will be a major setback for him politically, because he was eyeing the post of Chief Minister.
All right, we'll track the latest that comes in on this, Sagai and Munish. For the moment, thanks very much for joining us with those details. This has emerged, of course, as a huge twist in this entire case. But is it really surprising, keeping in mind that Ranya was smuggling gold for so many months and she got away with it for so long? It did lead to questions about whether she had some sort of political shield. But let's recap for you all the details of the allegations against Ranya Rao. Just to jog your memories, remember Ranya was caught with over 14 kilos of gold strapped onto her body in the Bengaluru airport. This was on March 3rd. And thereafter, a massive gold smuggling racket was exposed. The actress, her associates were also nabbed one after another. And while she secured bail yesterday, at this point she still remains behind bars, just looking at the unprecedented charges against her. Let's run you through the details that have emerged so far with the investigation. About the other names also involved, there was Tarun Raju, known to be an aide of Ranya Rao, essentially handled all the Hawala transactions. So he is someone who is the son of a massive hotel owner in Bengaluru. Now, he allegedly transferred money to Dubai, and so he was involved in what to do with the proceeds, etc., which means he is being investigated also by the Enforcement Directorate. Ranya Rao was a transporter. She'd go several times, travel from Bengaluru to Dubai. From Dubai, she'd bring, in fact, gold. She'll buy it with hawala money that was sent by Tarun Raju and then bring it back. She'll smuggle that gold back to India and reportedly had a very clear modus operandi. Every single time she'd wear the same jacket, she'd hook on these gold bars and walk right out of the airport. After this, what happens? The money, the kickbacks that she got from smuggling all of that gold, it would be transferred directly to Ranya's accounts. Now, here's the question mark. What happens post that? Where does this money go? It was sent to unidentified accounts, and that's what the ED is looking into. Where did this money go? Hawala transactions were clearly involved. And clearly at this point, there's a charge of money laundering. But these unidentified accounts is what they're trying to figure. And so a name of a medical college linked to G. Parameshwara has emerged. It's not the first time there's been a political link per se. Let's put out the image for you from Ranya Rao's wedding. Remember this one? It triggered a political storm because this was from Ranya's wedding in which Chief Minister Siddaramaiah was attending. And right next to the Chief Minister is Home Minister G. Parameshwara. Seen there. At this point, remember the allegations against him. So clearly, they were acquaintances. He knew the family because remember, Ranya, her stepdad is a former DGP. So there's been a lot of talks, of course, about the Karnataka police helping her. Now, direct political links are also emerging. And these pictures, combined with what's happened now with the ED investigation, all of this has led to questions on whether Ranya enjoyed some political protection. Several unsubstantiated pieces of information regarding her links with politicians, current and former ministers, numbers being on her phone, all of this had been reported. But this now is the first time that there's a clear link established to a Neta. And as our reporters have been telling us, there is a possibility that G. Parameshwara could also be summoned by the Enforcement Directorate in this particular case, which means that it's huge trouble for the Siddaramaiah government and for this veteran Congress leader, for G. Parameshwara.